Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jessica McGee. I am a educator at Back at Zero free trading community, and I'm going to be sharing with you guys a 90-day plan that will help catapult you in the year 2025. All right, let's get to work. So I'm going to take you guys over here to my PowerPoint. We're going to start here from the beginning. All right. So as I stated, I'm a Forex educator with Back at Zero free community. My name is Jay McGee, and I'm going to be giving you guys a 2025 trading vision. All right. So I'm going to try to get through this pretty quickly so that we keep it about 35 minutes. All right. So this is a 90-day plan or program that you can go by while you're implemented into our new free Forex community at Back at Zero. Okay. The very first thing that you want to understand is this is going to give you the ability to restart, redefine, and recreate. You're going to, number one, develop a winning mindset, have some personal development, develop a strategy, a trading plan, and community support during this time. Okay. Um, One thing that I really like to stress when you guys are getting started is to learn to develop a why. Your why should be something that you're passionate about, be something that you really truly desire. Your why should make you cry. And I know for a lot of people their why is their family, right? But some people, their why might be different. Your why might just be to have time freedom, to be able to travel. Your why might be able to put your kids through school. Your why might just be able to take care of yourself. Or your why might be to have more, to live in luxury, or whatever the case may be. Everybody has a different why, but this why should be something that you're passionate about, and your why should make you cry because trading is very challenging, all right? And it takes time and patience to develop a long term consistency, right? And so what we're going to do is we're going to challenge you guys to develop that why so that, when there's long nights, when there's when it's times when you feel like you uh want to quit, want to give up, you want to have a strong why, right? The very first thing that you need when you're starting our free community at Back at Zero, you're gonna want to have your Novus Broker already set up. Okay, so we're getting ready to launch a new Back at Zero app, and in order to actually be a part of it and have access to it, you have to have a Novus Broker ID. Okay, so I'm gonna hop out of this real quick and then kind of show you a little bit of what Novus looks like. Um, for time's sake, you want to understand that you can go to the Novus Markets platform, or you can reach out to the person who got you started or told you about Back at Zero, and then you'll be able to plug into the Novus system. Or if you're just following this YouTube link, you can click the link and look at the description. The link will be in the description for you guys to get a Novus Broker. Okay. So once you click the link, you're going to register, okay? The very first thing that you can do immediately is get a demo account. All right. So once you have a demo account, they're going to send your parameters in your email. You're not limited to a demo account. Immediately after you make your demo account, you can make a live account and go ahead and fund it up. Right. But for those of you who are pretty new, go ahead and just start your demo account. And then once you put how much you want in your demo account, 1 to 500, just to help you be able to trade more. You can click on here and press trade. Once you press trade, it's going to take you to the DX Cloud Trader app, right? Then you're going to be able to look at the charts from here. So if you're familiar with TradingView, it's going to have that platform here. If you're not, I'm going to show you how you'll be using that platform and being able to take trades. So as you guys know, Back at Zero is a free Forex community that has free signals, free online videos, everything from basics to intermediate to advanced on how to actually make money in the foreign exchange market. You'll have access to for free. You'll also have free live trading sessions with 6 and 7 figure earners. And all of this is going to be included in our free community. Okay. So when they're sending signals into the free community, you'll be able to actually take some trades. Since it's the weekend, only cryptos are open. So I'm going to put it on BTC USD so that you can see a live chart, moving chart, right? So let's maybe put it on a 15-minute chart. And what I want to show you guys is how I use the one-click trading. So I click on here and I press activate, right? So let's say, for example, a trader in the community called a Bitcoin buy, right? And so what we would do is understand that this yellow means that this red means sell the market and this blue means buy the market, okay? So if we were looking for a buy, we would press the blue, okay? So we would click here and you want to make sure your lot sizes are correct. So for those of you who are beginners, you need to use a 0.01 until you understand how lots are used effectively. All right. And so then they'll give you a take profit and they'll also give you a stop loss. Notice how you can change your ticks on here or pips, right? Or you can change the price here, or you can use dollar amounts, right? Or you can use percentage when you're wanting to develop a risk. But for the new people, we're going to give you guys your own risk. So for example, let's say your stop loss was here at 98,193. So your stop loss, we would change that price to 98,193. This is where you would put your stop loss in. And then for your take profit, let's say your take profit is 99,000, right? Then you would be able to enter that trade. So as you can see, I've entered the trade. I'm going to exit all those alerts out. And you'll see where you have, this is our entry, right? And then we're projecting that the market will go up into a buy, right? And if it clicks this this green line, I just don't know my colors today. If it clicks this green line, then you'll be making $3.45. If it doesn't go in the direction of our prediction and it comes down and hits our stop loss, we're only risking $4.62, right? And as you can see up here, it's going to show you, if you're negative or positive. Right now, we're negative $1. Okay. So this is how you take trades. All right. So you would, again, go to the pair that they called out. And let's say, for example, they called out BTC/USD. You would click on BTUS. You would type in BTUSD, click on it. It's going to take you to this. And because you've activated the one-click trading, you'll be able to press sell or buy, whatever they told you to do, sell or buy. And then you will put in your correct lot size. For those of you who are new, you might be using a 0.01. That just means you're risking 10 cents per tick, okay? And then you will click on take profit, stop loss, and put in the price that they gave you. All right. So that's pretty much how you're going to be able to take a signal and make money with us, right? So I'll just show you some other features. And by the way, I got to this chart by going to tools and trading view. Tools and trading view. Okay. So tools and trading view. Once you go to tools and trading view, you'll be able to see, all of these things. And of course, this is the position that I'm in right now. It says I'm negative $1.44, right? This is the position that I'm in right now. I'm able to see this position while I look at other charts. So I can, type in GPB, JPY here and look at another chart while I'm monitoring the trade that I'm already in, right? Or if I want to see the trade that I'm already in, then I can put that here as well. Okay. And so I can also use this as, let's go to tools. Let's go to trading journal. I can also have a trading journal to where I'm adding notes to different positions. So let's just say for this one, I have a note that I want to add to this. I can type in my note and use this as a trading journal. So for those of you who are super serious in your trading journey, you can track your trades and, say why you lost them or say why you got them right or, whatever. You can have a trading journal, that sort of thing. So, you can set up your workspace however you want to. Remember, we set up our workspace with this. We can put, we can add, wait, if we go to chart, we can add, hold Positions, right? Let's see if we can add another chart to this. Yep, you can just make it cute. Let me see something. Let's add trade history, right? So you can make a workspace, and that's the cool thing about this. Like I said, you can add your trading journal on here while you're watching the charts or whatever the case may be. It's yours to pretty much hook up. So moving on, now you guys know how to place a trade and you know how to actually have access to your broker and how to take trades and kind of how to set up things, right? So going forward, you need a broker. And a broker is just like a financial bank. It's just a place where you're able to buy and sell currencies, okay, so that you can make money. So that's what a broker is. All right. And like I said, we're not associated with any other brokers. And in order to have access to our free community, you just have to register and plug into our broker. Okay. Now, here's the meat and potatoes. Now, when you are setting up your 90-day plan, you want to, number one, make sure that you perfect your strategy. And then you want to develop a trading plan. For me, one of the ways that I trade is I like to check my news, look at the overall trend, look at the micro trend, look at the supply and demand zones, look at my BAS blocks, and have some type of pattern confirmation. And then I'll get into a trade. Right. And so just to kind of brush through that real quick. Let's say I went to Trading View. This is kind of where I like to market my charts. Let's say GPP Let's maybe use this as an example. All right. So what I would do first is I would set my trend line. And as you guys can see, this is my trend line here. I would set this up and I'll say, okay, I see that the market has made higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Every time it has, hit this trend line, it went into a buy. So I might be looking for opportunities to like buy GBP when it was on this line, right? That's what I would be doing. On this trend, I would be looking for opportunities to buy this particular trade, right? Now we see that then the market broke this trend line and started creating sales, right? It broke the trend line and started creating sales. So then now it's developing a downtrend. So I will be looking for opportunities to sell in a downtrend, right? Essentially, I like to, number one, trade with the trend. So I need to know what trend I'm in and where I am in the trend. So I see that the market was making lower lows and lower highs, right? But right now, this is a short uptrend. Okay. So for those of you who are pretty new at this, what I circled just means that the market has been currently going up, even though I know that the market is in a downtrend currently on GBPJPY, it has a short uptrend. Okay. So we see that the market went down, pull back to go lower, pull back to possibly be going lower. So I would be looking maybe in this area to potentially sell, right? And I will be looking for a block order. So there's no block order currently right here in this trade, right here in this trade. So I wouldn't take the trade here. I might take this trade as it breaks this block order. Okay. So these are areas, and this is our personal back at zero indicator. So it's going to show us areas where the banks are trading their money. And this is an exclusive indicator that only those in back at zero can possess. Okay. So that's pretty much how I take trades. I trade with the trend and I look for block orders or breaker blocks to actually execute. All right. And these are things that you learn in the videos from basics to intermediate to mastery on how to use market structure along with BAS blocks, which are block orders, right? And so once you create your strategy, and everybody does not, trade the same way. There's, a million ways to enter the market, right? So you have to find out like what works for you. But pretty much what we like to, share with you guys is basic market structure and block orders. All right. So once you kind of master your strategy and you're comfortable with the terminology, you want to develop a trading plan. This is just a short plan to kind of keep you on track to say, okay, I see a move in the market. Do I want to take this move? And if I do take the move, then I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna abide by my rules, right? I'm gonna abide by the plan. So let's say, for example, you only take trades that are on the 15-minute to the hour chart because you're a day trader. Then on top of that, every time you take a trade, you're only risking 1 to 3%. Because you have to think about this, guys. If you're risking 1 to 3% a day, even if you lost, like 10 trades, you're not gonna lose, your entire account. You're gonna lose like maybe 10% of your account. And then let's say the next trade you win, you're over 30% of your account. Like, you got to think about it again. What am I willing to risk, right? You only want to risk 1 to 3% of your account on a daily basis. Because if you're risking, like I know a lot of people, not a lot of people, I know some people who are like advanced in trading and they might just be flipping an account and they might be risking like 10% of their account or something like that to make a potential, double their account or something like that. But long-term wise, you want to only be risking 1 to 3% of your capital per day so that you can be uh, a long-term consistent trader. That's the most important thing. So I tell people sometimes like, hey, I do suggest you have two accounts, maybe one account where you're making those 1 to 3% trades. And then you might have another account that you're a little bit more aggressive and you're actually taking your money out of that account on a weekly basis. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're making withdrawals on a weekly basis. So that's something to think about. So anyway, using proper risk management. And if you can write this down in our free community, we have, I think every Thursday, one of our educators, Polly, goes over, it's called profit maximization. That's a class that he teaches maybe 2 to 3 times a week that you want to be on, that goes over risk management and how that works. Okay. Conditions. You might say, you know what, if the market, I see a trade, but the market is ranging, I'm not going to get into it. And, or you might double check and say, I see a trade and it's in a trending market, I'm going to take it. Right. Obviously we're in Forex and we are taking Forex signals. Now, entries. Everybody enters the market different. You might be entering the market on a pullback. That means that the market, shot in your direction, but it pulled back to continue in your direction. And so you might enter the market only on pullbacks, or you might enter the market on a breakout. Like, you have to think about your strategy and how you actually are going to enter the market, right? Stop loss. You might only you might only trade by percentage, or you might trade by market structure, which is like price action, or maybe you're trading, like you're using your stop loss at a structure in the market, which would be a certain price. But this one, you say, you know what, I'm going to enter this trade, but I'm only risking maybe 1% of my account. Like, you have to think about what works for you, your targets. Are you setting TPs, or are you only setting TP1s, or are you setting TP3s and you're trailing your stop loss and taking partial profits and moving your stop loss up for a risk-free trade as you build your account? Like, what are you going to do and what are you going to stick to? Okay. It all boils down to risk management. And that's why I say you need to be on those profit maximization calls, because the other calls, like the live trading calls, they're going to help you develop a strategy. But the profit maximization is going to help you develop your risk management. Okay. So we talked about having a strategy and developing a trading plan. Now we're going to actually dive into risk management for a little bit. So let's say, for example, you're on a 0.01 lot size. And I say a lot of new people use that. You're only risking 10 cents per pip. If you were on a 0.10 lot size, then you would be risking $1 per pip, or tick, right? Those are used interchangeable. It's just a pip or tick is just a measurement and movement of the market. So if we're predicting the market is going to go up 20 pips, right? Then we're going to buy, and we're going to make, if we're on a 0.01, we will make 10 cent per every pip that the market moved up into that buy. Okay. If we were in a market and we had a 0.10 lot size, that means we were risking $1 per pip. So let's say we had a 40 pip stop loss, then we would be risking $40, right? So you got to kind of understand what this is, and our profit maximization goes over risk management. Now, let's say you have $100 in your account, and a Forex educator out of the free community at Back at Zero calls out a trade. And let's say he says, hey, there's a 400 pip stop loss, or 400 pip tick, or 400 tick stop loss, or whatever the case may be. He says, we're risking 400 pips or 400 ticks, right? And you're like, okay, cool. So you get in on your 0.01. How much are you actually risking? If you're risking 400 pips, you're risking $40. So that might not be a trade you want to get in with $100, because you're risking half of your account, right? So, people always want to know how much should they really put into the markets. You just got to understand, what are you wanting to make in the market and still use proper risk management. If I have $500 and I'm risking 20 pips and I'm on a 0.01, I'm only risking $2. If I have a $500 account and I'm risking 20 pips on a 0.10, I'm only risking $20, right? So I might have more wiggle room with that idea on a, proper risk management. If I have a $500 account, I might have more wiggle room, right? And to actually grow a substantial amount of money in my account, right? So that's just something you guys to kind of get an understanding of. If you have a $500 account and you're on a 0.05 lot size, right? You're only risking what? You're risking $15. You're risking $15 to gain a potential $30 to $60, right? You're doing a 1-to-3 ratio. And so that's something that you want to think about. How much am I willing to risk every time you're getting into trade and they're giving you the stop loss? That's the main thing you need to understand. And then you need to understand your lot sizes so that you can calculate your risk, because you always CTR, write that down. CTR, you always control your, you can always control the risk. Okay. You CTR, you always control the risk. You are in control of your account and you can take the trades that you desire to take, but you have to understand, how much do I actually have in my account and what am I actually willing to risk? Okay. And so that I can be a long-term consistent trader. Because the thing is, if you stay in the game, you can stay in the game and not blow your account. If you blow your account, you can't stay in the game. So it's all about staying in the game and being a long-term consistent trader. So you have to have proper risk management. All right. So develop a strategy, have a strategy, develop a trading plan, practice risk management, and you want to have continuous learning and adaptation. Okay. So you want to be flexible, find somebody that speaks your language and stick to their live sessions, or have a variety of these people and watch as much as you can so that you can have different perspectives and takes on the market and develop one that works for you. I would say at minimum, you need to be on at least 2 of these free live sessions every week, right? In our Back at Zero community. You also need to be able to watch the free Forex courses at least twice, all right? The first time from from basics to intermediate to advanced, the first time just to kind of hear the information, and the second time to write down, take notes, and actually learn the information. And this goes for anybody who is, advanced, or anybody who is basic. You want to go over those videos so that you can, refresh yourself for not just yourself, but maybe even to share this with other people. Okay. Take full advantage of those free courses. You want to also maintain emotional discipline. Traders understand that strategy is only 10% of this battle. The rest of the battle is 90% of psychology. Okay. So if you're learning to master your emotions, you're able to be a successful trader long term. one of the books that was introduced to me is called Trading in the Zone. This is actually on YouTube as an audio for free. But you can obviously buy the book on Amazon or wherever books are sold, right? But Trading the Zone is a great way to actually get started with the mindset of how to be a successful trader. This helps develop your your personal development, right? And to be professional as a trader and take this serious. Because some people have been trading for years, and not only are they in the rat race of their job, but they're in the rat race of trading, right? And to get out of that cycle, you have to understand, do I have a strategy? Do I have a plan, right? And then I stick to it. And one of the biggest ways to stick to it is having that emotional discipline. Okay. Using technical and fundamental analysis. So you understand that the technical analysis is pretty much what I showed you, where you're buying and selling in the market. Okay. The fundamentals are going to be what's going on in the world. What are the news events that are helping the markets change? You guys understand that in the November 2024 election, when Trump became president, the crypto market soared to the sky, right? And here's the thing, whether you like Trump or not, the actions in our environment, in our world today does impact the markets, okay? And so this brings me to my next point. Again, I remember when I first started trading and I was just starting to hear a lot of these concepts back in 2017. And, at that time, Bitcoin was probably at like 10,000, 11,000. And I did not put any money into that at that time. And, Bitcoin is now at $100,000, right? I could probably have been a millionaire if I really would have paid attention. And so Coinbase.com, crypto.com, those are places where you can buy and sell crypto, right? And transfer crypto. You're going to need a Coinbase.com or crypto.com, or these are just kind of more of the user-friendly apps. There's other ways to buy and sell crypto, but these are one of the user-friendlies. I think you can even buy Bitcoin on Cash App, right? So once you get a platform to buy Bitcoin and crypto, this also is going to be able to help you fund your Novus account. Okay. So if you don't have a platform already, you'll need one of these to actually fund your Novus account with some crypto to be able to transfer that money as well. But in addition to that, in addition to funding your account, I just suggest, I'm not a financial, professional, but I just suggest, hey, that you take this serious, the crypto information serious, especially because we have on the weekends, we have crypto classes that teach you, about the digital assets. Now, Bitcoin is one of the most famous ones because it was one of the first cryptos, and its usage basically activates other usage of the cryptos and digital assets in our society, right? So that's why the value has, increased. However, there's some other cryptocurrencies that are kind of just getting started or still kind of in its baby image that you can actually invest in. And as they increase in value, you're going to make money. Similar to how, you make money in stocks where you're buying and hold. That's the same thing that you're doing essentially with crypto. You just got to understand, what is the usage of this coin, and does it have the potential to increase in value during this digital age, right? And so again, I'm not going to dwell on that too long, but I just wanted to share with you guys, take this thing serious, take Forex serious, take the crypto market serious. We're going into a digital age. So digital money and digital assets are really important to lock into right now. And we have classes for that are free in our community. Not only that, I would be remiss if I don't share this with you guys, but becoming a Novus Market affiliate. So not only when you register, you can actually go to partnership, click on become a partner. Once you register with Novus, and on the homepage, you click on partnership, click on become a partner, and you'll be able to have your own affiliate link. So when people get started with back at zero, they have to have a Novus account. If you send them your Novus link, they can get plugged into our community, and you can get commissions on when they're taking trades, right? Now you got to think about this. You or whoever you bring in, right? Y'all making money. Y'all are learning this information for free. Y'all don't have a monthly, cost or anything. Everything is free, right? You decide, you know what? I'm going to start trading for real. I've learned so much from this community. I'm start trading for real. Now you're in a live account. Whether you like it or not, any broker is going to charge a fee every time you make place a trade. Whether you win the trade or not, they're gonna have a fee for that, right? Because there's commissions when you're entering the market. That's just how it works, right? However, they say, hey, but because you brought your friends or your family or whoever to our platform instead of any other broker, we're going to give you a percentage of that fee for helping us build our program and our platform and our purpose, right? And so I'm not going to get into all of that, but again, I'll be remiss if I just didn't show you, you know, some actual numbers of what could potentially happen for you. So let's just say you had 100 active traders trading with you guys, right? You could potentially be making $1,000 to $1,200 weekly, right? Or let's just say you're an influencer, somebody of great impact. You could potentially be making a good, you know, let's say you have 1,000 active traders in your account. You could be making a 10K per week, right? Just sharing this information. So again, getting people into the Back at Zero community, being able to take trades with us, make money while they're learning, right? Earn while they learn, or you know, they're learning with the free videos from basics to intermediate to advanced, or if they're just simply at getting on the live sessions, learning and earning with the 6 and 7 figure traders, having fun. They love the environment. They're growing. They're learning, and you're putting them in position to do that. And now they're taking trades. You can get paid for that, right? So at the end of the day, we're not selling you. We're just telling you, plug into the free community and help impact and share the vision at Back at Zero. And that could also, you know, get you to where you need in your success. So because you guys, money is a tool, right? We all understand that money is just a tool. We all have different passions, different purposes, different businesses that we want to obtain and acquire or, you know, promote, but we need funding, right? All millionaires have more than 6 and 7 figure streams of income. Your income right now might be your job, might be your business, might be your side hustle, right? Might be trading Forex. That's 4 already. Your 5th one could potentially just be sharing this free community, people getting plugged in, learning, earning, making money, and now you're getting some extra income as well to actually you could use that money for anything. You can use it for groceries, or you can put it back in the markets and be able to trade Forex risk-free, right? So at the end of the day, guys, this concludes our 90-day program for you guys. You can catch me on YouTube. I'm going to be starting more videos for you guys to be able to listen to, and it's going to have some basics of Forex, some how to get your Novus accounts started, different things like that. But you can catch me on YouTube, Jay McGee, and have my leadership and education on there. I think it's Leader Jay McGee on YouTube. Leader J, no, actually it's Jay McGee Leads. I'm sorry. This is a new YouTube. It's Jay McGee Leads. Okay. Jay McGee Leads on YouTube. And so you'll be able to actually plug in and hear what I have to say about more Back at Zero, more Novus, and more trading information. All right, guys. Love you guys to life. And I cannot wait to redefine, recreate, right? And restart with you guys in the next 90 days.